Hey there, Donna from Photonic Health. The question of the day is regarding our Horsenality kit, and it comes from Kim. And she has watched the videos, and she's got a couple horses, and she's been kind of putting the horses in the categories of where they would land. I want to caution you and let you know that the Horsenality is going to be what their natural tendencies are. All horses, all people, all dogs have components of all four personalities, Horsenalities. That is what makes us complete. However, when we're in our natural, relaxed environment, what are our tendencies? So when you're trying to type your Horsenality or your horse into one of these categories, keep that in mind. Like when you're watching them and observing them in their natural environment with their herd, what do they tend to do? I have a mare that we've got neighbors that shoot their guns off, and we've got lots of wildlife, and her idea of getting excited is lifting her head from grazing. So and she's pretty darn lazy. She's not a real fast horse, so she's going to go more into the left brain introvert category. She is very motivated by food. But she can go into any of those tendencies. It's just that her predominant one is a left brain introvert. So Kim's question is, she's not too sure. She thinks her horse is a left brain introvert. He's smart but lacks motivation and lazy and can have somewhat of an attitude. It says until you get after him a bit. He does like a challenge once he understands. He's super easy, pretty chill, laid back. Can come undone with too much stimulation. He could also be strong and get stiff. It says, I'm just not sure about him other than the introvert, as he can internalize and get worried. I really appreciate all of your help. Love, my pro-light. I love when we get comments like that. So Kim, what you really want to do is observe your horse in its natural environment. A lot of times when horses get strong and get stiff, and they get internalized and worried, it's actually because we're asking them to do something and they're confused, or we haven't given them enough time. It's just like us. Think back to your school days when you were in school and the teacher would ask a question, and some people would have to think about it. Some kids had the answers right away. And we're trained from that environment. The teacher would ask the question, and it was a race to put your hand up to get picked, and the teacher would pick you, and you'd give them the answer, and it may not have been the answer the teacher was looking for, so they went somewhere else. That caused you probably to go internal, to question yourself, to doubt yourself. Whereas if no pressure was put on, and the teacher said you've got an unlimited amount of time to write down your answer, and you did that, that took all of the pressure off and gave you enough time to think about it and ponder on it, and then you could make that distinction without all of that pressure. So a lot of times when a horse goes into the strong and stiff and internalized and worried, it's because we're probably asking them too many questions too fast. So we really want to allow them and really look for those super, super subtle signs that they're processing. And a lot of times it can be as little as a blink of an eye, or then just dropping their head even an inch. This is something that we really, really teach in our levels courses, and we go into a lot of detail about this. So look for the signs from your horse, give them some time. And if you think that he's a left brain introvert, go ahead and do those left brain introvert points. Remember, red lighting a point isn't going to hurt them. You can't do any damage with the red light. So don't be afraid just to go out and explore and go, well, if I red light his left brain introvert points and then I go do this exact same training exercise that I did yesterday, how is that going to change his response? Is it going to change his response? Is it going to change his posture? Those are the things that you're looking for. And remember, there is no wrong way to do this. There is only, the only way that you can't get results is if you don't use your red light. So jump on in, use your red light, explore, and see what you come up with and give us feedback.